Hello, everyone. It's Temi Siyanbade here, Houston-based attorney and host of Ask Temi Live, where we discuss the best ways to establish your business, protect your name, and keep your profits. I know that you are dedicated to building your business and your brand, and I am dedicated to helping you protect it. I'm in the business of helping people protect what they create. And so today's question of the day is, what can and can't be trademarked? This is going to be a short video unless I get chatty, which I might be because I'm recording this at 11 p.m. and I'm a night owl, but we're still going to get into it. So let's start off with this. Okay, let's remind ourselves what a trademark is. Now, if you've been on this channel before, you should know this. It is something that distinguishes you in commerce, right? It helps to help people know who you are. It helps you stand out amongst your competitors, right? That's what a trademark is. And it's anything that helps you stand out. You can get a trademark for basically anything. Like if it's something that doesn't actually show you as being distinct, they won't let you register a trademark for it. But if it really does, it will. So there are a ton of things that can be trademarked, right? Names, logos, catchphrases and slogans, colors, sounds, bottle packages. I'm telling you anything, a lot of things. If it distinguishes you as a source of a good or a service, it can be trademarked. But I want to break down a few that I think can be a little bit confusing because there are some things that can't be trademarked that feel like they fall under those categories. So let's look at that a little bit. Now, I mentioned names can be trademarked. So when I say that names can be trademarked, what do I mean? Your business names can be trademarked. Your product names can be trademarked. Your program names can be trademarked. Your brand names or your band names can be trademarked. Your podcast names can be trademarked. Your restaurant names can be trademarked. Your YouTube channel names can be trademarked. Your methodology names can be trademarked. Your offer name can be trademarked. All of those things can be trademarked. All of those different types of names, okay? They can all be trademarked. So expand your mind as to what are the things that you do to distinguish yourself as the source of a good or a service, right? Do you have a signature? Everybody knows your channel name, right? Does everybody know you? So, I can't remember. There's a legal, I was going to give a shout out to one that my younger sister was telling me about. Maybe I'll put a link to them down there. They have these fun stories about the legal world that are crazy. And I can't remember it. I'm going to put a link to it just because they're amazing. There's some really cool business ones. So there's a guy named Carlton, I think, Carlton Dennis, who does a lot of cool things with regards to taxation. There's trade and travel. That's one that's really big on investing. There's a lot of different YouTube channels out there. So those all could be potential trademarks, right? All your restaurants are trademarks. I mean, Olive Garden is a trademark, and Panera is a trademark, and Fogo de Chao is a trademark, and all of those restaurants are trademarks. Your podcast could be trademarked. So there's different podcasts that people love listening to. The Joe Rogan Show, right? All of those are different types of trademarks that people love. I want to put all that out there. Now let's talk a little bit more about these names though, because this is where you start getting some things that can't be trademarked. So of course, there's the things that are copyrighted and intellectual property and all that. And if you're confused about the things that I just said, you should watch the video that I'm going to link in this description box below so that you can go and figure out the different types of intellectual property. But with regards to names, here are a few rules about names that cannot be trademarked. Your personal name cannot be trademarked unless it is used in business. Now, that's why you might see a celebrity have their name trademarked, because technically their identity as a celebrity is something that they can use to leverage business. But in general, just because you're born and you have a name, right, does not mean you can trademark it unless you do something that associates that name with business so that when people hear that name, they associate it with that service, right? And so you'll hear that also with the use of the term like surname. So like last names, again, unless you can show that people have associated that name, that person's name with this thing, you won't be allowed to trademark it. Like the United States Patent and Trademark Office is going to reject your application. Another thing that you cannot trademark is a name that is too similar to another name that is registered. Now, here's the thing. Too similar is not limited to, oh, they have one T and I have two T's and that's why our names are different. No, if it sounds the same, there might be an issue. And you're in the same goods and services, they might not like that, right? If it looks similar, so it doesn't sound the same, but it looks similar. So maybe you have, I don't know. I was trying to come up with something clever. So you have, it's not going to be as clever. I was going to come up with a play on Nike, but it wasn't going to work. But if you have something that's similar to something that's already registered, you're not going to be allowed to register that trademark. You've heard me say that before on this channel. If you've been on this channel, you're like, that's old news, Temi. I know. But let me throw in this too. You actually are not technically allowed to trademark your book title names. Yeah, that's why you can have books that have like the same names. You'll have the same name for lots of different books because there is no trademark registration for a book title. The only exception for that is if you have a series. So for the folks who like to do some touring, you like to travel, there's a person who created a series called the Rick Stevens, and he has all of these guides about all these different countries. That is a registered trademark because when you hear that name, you associate it with touring and you associate it with tourist attractions and information about that, about these beautiful places that you can travel to. So those are some of the things that can't be trademarked. And I gave you a lot of things that can be trademarked. And I'm going to stop. I want you to just think about those, right? Let that simmer. All right. I hope that this, even though it's a short video, has been helpful to you in terms of giving you some more to think about. If you want to know what your next steps can be, 3 things that I'm going to tell you that you can do. Number 1, you can schedule a strategy session with me, and that's one-on-one, customized, unique, personalized attention to your specific situation. So the link for that is going to be in the description box below. The second thing that you could do is you could get an e-course that I have. There's an e-course I created called Elevate Your Business and Brand, Mastering Legal Strategies for Growth and Success. And yes, it is about strategically thinking about what you can own and your business. And so that is an awesome second option for you if you're not ready to meet with me. Third option is you got to get the checklist. If you don't do 1 and you don't do 2, you got to do 3. I want you to get that checklist. It's the Level Up Your Business and Brand checklist that walks you through all the things I do with my clients. And I just want you to be on game. I just want you to be aware. All right. So let's check that out. And if you get that free checklist, you're also added to our e-list where we have a lot of other things that we share. You want to be on the e-list. You want to be on the e-list. It's a good place. We're good people. Okay. All right. That's all I have for you. If you want to follow me on social media, the handle is the same. It is at TOS Legal. TOS is my initials, by the way. Some of you might be like, where did she come up with this? So my full name, I'm Nigerian, is Temi Siyanbade. There's a couple of other names in there. I was about to say them, but I think that's enough for you to get the TOS. Temi T. And I go by Temi for short. O, Oluwatoyin, and S, Siyanbade, my last name. So TOS Legal, that's the handle. TOSlegal.com is the website. That's all I got for you today. I hope you have an amazing day. I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye.